Hi guys, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for the rest of the year for this sign. I'm going to pick it live to find out which one it is. We're going to do Leo today. So this is your Lenormand reading, Leo, for the rest of the year. This is early for members. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and let's take a look at what will happen over the next 6 months. I'm filming this on the summer solstice, and I went to watch the sunrise this morning, and it's really beautiful. The sun rules Leo, so I'm not surprised that you came up next. Okay, so let's see, because I connected with your element, right? So we have preparing. I'll pick 5 cards. Faith. Let's see what else. Then we have path and being closer. I'll show you both. And yes, positive, number 66. A little sun just gets the frequencies right up. Okay, so I feel as though you're coming closer with somebody. For many of you, a relationship is getting closer. A relationship is getting more integrated with each other. So an established relationship is moving towards a higher state of integration. I have a feeling as though you've pulled away from a lot of people in your environment, maybe friends or even at work colleagues or whatnot, and now you are more focused on maybe your partner or the things that matter most, and those things are flourishing because of that. So Leos are extremely generous, extremely gregarious, and there for everyone. And kind of the consequence of that is your energy levels are spread out far between many people. So when you concentrate, when you eliminate giving your energy so widely spread apart, suddenly you have all this extra energy, you have all this extra energy, you have all this extra focus to bring very potent energy to the subjects or to the topics that are front and center in your life. So that's a very good energy. I have a feeling that you have been working on your own to achieve or to integrate different parts of yourself. I feel as though life has led you to this place. It feels as though in the past, maybe a few months ago, maybe a year ago, you were in a situation in which that led you to be by yourself. And it could have been unfair, or it could have been, something pushed you to being by yourself, and then you had to deal with that. And the way you've dealt with it has been phenomenal, and now you are in such a strong position for the rest of the year. And now you are going on a specific path as a consequence to the work that you've put in. So I see very good things for you for the rest of the year so far. Now we're going to do the Lenormand reading, and then we'll go line by line first. And these are my cards that are not in print, but maybe I'll print them this year. Okay, so let's see this message. So first card is Dharma. I'll lay down the first 7 cards first. Then we have the Child. And then we have the Book in the reverse. I meant to put it right side up. It showed up in the reverse for someone else as well. The Key. Let's see. The Om symbol. And Chastity. And House. Okay. So let's take a look. I have a feeling that if you have a child, they may not be studying very well right now. So this is just a funny little message for some of you. So if you have a teen or maybe a college student level child, they may not be studying so good. There may be some reasons behind it, but I feel as though a lot of it has to do with their motivation and their applying themselves or really trying to succeed. Okay, so I have a feeling that some of you might be getting ready to buy a house. I don't have your chart up. Maybe I should bring it up. I like looking at the astrology just a little bit to peek. Well, you don't have any transits in the 4th house, but this could mean that you are buying a house. Jupiter will be in your 8th house, which is shared resources, which means that opportunity could come in to buy a house. Someone could open the door to a house for you, like a lower price or some kind of deal. And I feel like somebody's bringing positivity into your life. It feels as though you've been really on a long-term path to where you are going, Leo, and it feels as though, like I said in the intro, that there was this elimination of outside variables that was very important to you for a time. And so you have focused in your energy, and now you are manifesting, or I hesitate to say that word, but manifesting or creating in your life a lot of blessings from the efforts in the past. This will turn out as material blessings, success, opening up the world, the opportunity to go in new directions, the opportunity to change your direction and try different ways of living. Okay, and you might be questioning whether or not this is your perfect path, if this is the direction you're meant to go. And so I feel like, yes, everything that's happening around you now may be very dynamic, like multifaceted, but also at the same time, it might be dynamic, but it is the right path. So if you're feeling some obstacles or you have things to do, know that you are on the right path. Okay, then we have the knot and the dog. Let's see. And the woman and the letter and the coffin and the clouds. You'll like this next one. I saw it already. Clover. Okay, so let's see the second row. There's a very close bond that has evolved between you and another person. Now, the interesting thing here is that it feels as though this is a connection with you and a male person. The dog to me feels like a man. And there's a secondary message about you and also a close relationship with a female. So you might be getting 2 relationships that have come to you now that are of very high quality. You might be receiving messages. Maybe the woman is sending you a letter of some kind. Something has ended for her. She's going through a hard time. But I think that she's looking to you for help. She's looking to you for being her friend or being supportive of her situation. The outcome is very positive. You're going in a good direction. Luck is coming in your direction. Luck is coming in your corner. So I have a feeling that you're meant to reciprocate. These people have already shown you friendship in your life, and you're meant to reciprocate that friendship to them. You're meant to show to them, like help them in their time of need and reciprocate the friendship they have given to you. Okay. But yeah, it really feels as though there's a really good friend who's at your side. He may be a male energy person, and yeah. Okay, so we have stork, and then cross, and stars, and ship. This is the last row, and then we'll read in more detail. Mountains. Oops. There's an ending that's happened around you, mice, that leaves you sort of on your own to fend for yourself. Rings. On the bottom is butterfly, which is transformation. It really feels as though there's an ending that has been around you that is leading you to be more self-sufficient. it really feels as though someone who's been there for you as a support person is no longer there or won't be available. And so there will be a small crisis moment in the next 6 months in which you are left to fend for yourself and sort of deal with things on your own, in your own way. But I think you'll be able to manage just fine. And the outcome is it's the autonomy you need in order to build a bond with one other person and build a commitment to someone else. I have a feeling that for many of you, there's a house involved, the purchase of a house, and that leads to your kind of commitment to something, settling down, putting down roots. Okay. This has come up for many people, which is, I've done 3 readings and I think it showed up in this position every single time. The stork is all about changing direction. So you're going one way and you're meant to go another. Now with the stork, in this position, it's actually ill-advised to change. So I find myself, maybe this is a general advice for 2021, for the rest of the year, for everybody, that you're not meant to necessarily, you're meant to pivot, start something new in a completely different new direction if you're doing that, but you're not supposed to sort of constantly be switching and going in different directions. I feel as though a great burden is being lifted from your shoulders. I feel as though a burden towards others, and it feels as though a great burden is being lifted from your shoulders, and where you're going is going to lead you to a lot of success. You will be worried, but that there's going to be things in your environment that are somewhat take away from what you have, like the mice, but you will persevere through this. You're going in a new direction, and that is going to lead you to good things if you are just patient. Let's go card by card. This is the most important card of this spread. So basically, this is a confirmation that you are going in the right direction. You're going where you're meant to be going, and trust the direction that you're on. I have a feeling that you're really dealing with a new environment, and so your perceptions of things are new. And so in those perceptions, there's new information for you to take in. And with that new information that you're taking in, there is new decisions or observations that you're having about the things you're interacting with. I have a feeling that in terms of maybe especially, and I'm not calling anybody out here, but if you're a mother or a father, but more to mothers, you may want to take a look at your parenting style to see if you can adjust or make it better at this time. This is actually indicating that maybe your approach could need or benefit from a slight change. So consider taking a different approach with that. These cards in the middle are really telling me that you are getting an opportunity to go in a new direction. Your world's opening up, and there's an opportunity for you to move forward towards something new, something that wasn't available for you in the past. Also, men are very lucky for you through the end of the year. So you will have interactions with men who will bring you good luck, opportunities, and open up different things for you, different doorways. Okay, it's very important for you in the rest of the year, Leo, to find soul tribe members who are Zen, who are complementary to you, who respect you, who bring you harmony. Very, very important. I feel like you need your social relationships to be very straightforward at this time, and you will get those things. So your goal is to have relationships with people with whom you have this very calm connection without bumps in the road, without too many complications. Okay? And with regard to your family, you may want to not keep secrets, but keep them in the dark about darker things about your life at this time. Keep them innocent, protect them from things, and don't necessarily share with them the darker events that happen, or even maybe things that would be, how do you say, not embarrassing, but like don't tell them about like how you cut someone off in traffic, or like anything that you've done. Just keep your family energy pure and allow them to kind of live in that. Talk about positive things with them. Don't talk with them about, especially things that you've done wrong or that kind of thing. Just keep that environment chaste. Okay. And I feel as though for those of you, the strong message is coming through that if you've been waiting to buy a house, this has been an ongoing problem for you. And you may get the opportunity to buy a house this year. So this opportunity is coming your way, and you should be excited for it. I think that especially those of you who in your heart feel such a blockage to being able to become homeowners, and maybe you've tried, especially those who have tried several times to buy a home, this is just a friendly message that there is a home that's coming into your life, opportunity that's coming into your life soon. And whatever, especially those of you who have had blocks with regard to buying a home, a condo, whatever, getting a home, a better home than what you have, I presume, this is coming for you now, so that you'll overcome those obstacles in some way. There's really powerful bonds. This is very clear. The North Node is in your 11th house of friendship. I'll show you guys so you can get a nice visual right here, Leo. And so you will have, especially in the last several months, towards the end of the year, you will have a lot of blessings that will come into your friendship. You have good friends who will see you through. People have aligned with you. You have worked through who's who and what's what in your life, and now they're here. And I'm not surprised that there's more than one person. They may be connected, but I don't think so. Okay, so I feel as though you're spending a lot of social connection one-on-one with someone. So there's you and someone else who are very much bonded, connected, and in a good place. The woman who writes you a letter, writes you communication, will be bringing you great luck ultimately. There may be something that has changed in, I think, their life. It's possible that someone has passed in their life, and so they come to you with bad news that of this person's passing, but ultimately that will lead to good things for you. So I'm not sure what the context of the situation is specifically, but it looks as though maybe someone's passed in her life. She's reaching out to you, and you're meant to be there with her through it. So you might spend some time for the rest of the year bringing peace and sort of taking care of someone who's grieving. Communication is the core card letter of the entire spread. So important things will happen for you for the rest of the year, like letters, messages, text messages, conversations. All of these things will be very important. So pay attention to who's saying what and who's asking you to talk. If somebody's contacting you and saying, hey, let's have a conversation, I think it's very important for you to make yourself available for such situations, okay? Okay. And I have a feeling that something is coming to an end. There may be some degree of disappointment with the fact that it's coming to an end, but I feel like the obstacles towards it have become insurmountable. When you pass this point, a lot of other things will start working out in your favor, because it feels as though you've been putting in so much time to address those things, to take care of those things, and to nurture them. And so when this thing ends, your resources will be best allocated. Your frequency will align with all the things that have been waiting to come in. So you'll see a big influx of positivity and good luck over the next several months. We talked about this card as saying that basically you're not meant to change every day and be very dynamic through the rest of the year. Maybe one big change, responding to big waves of change, sure, but not like shifting what you're doing all the time and trying different things on. This is a distraction for you, and you're meant to stay in focus with the things you're doing. This main thing that you're taking care of at this time, be it work, your primary responsibility is the thing you're meant to focus on for the rest of the year. This is really hopeful. So that responsibility that I was talking about, it really feels as the heavier aspect of it. So the grave responsibility, or the things you have to do in order to meet your responsibilities, are somewhat being removed. So things are getting easier for you. If you have been having to work really hard, or address these demands of your responsibilities a lot, like have a couple jobs or take on extra things, this is coming to an end. So the pressure on you is going to be smaller, and now you'll be able to be more successful. This is promising you good luck. I can't stress enough that this person is extremely lucky for you. She's a woman, she's bringing you good luck, and you should be looking out for her, Leo. I think there's like a bigger story associated with her. She's just showing up here. This could be a lifelong friend. And remember, when she reaches out to lean on your shoulder, that is going to lead you to a lot of success. So be as good of a friend to her as you would like to have someone be to you, and you won't be disappointed in this relationship. Friendship, right? When I say relationship, always take that as any type of relationship. People are very different, and they have different preferences, and they have different identities. So just relationship. It could be a good friend. In fact, it's more of a platonic vibe, but if you feel like it's a romantic situation, by all means. But yeah, there's something around her that is incredibly good luck, and it'll lead to wonderful success. So be on the lookout for that. Women, there is also the possibility that a friend, the dog, turns into marriage, turns into a more serious relationship. And so again, it would be you providing care and nurture to someone who has gone through a massive loss, and that will create a bond and take you in a positive direction. So there have been people in your way who have created obstacles for you. There have been people in your way who have been deceitful, manipulative, and dishonest. Those behaviors, the behaviors of the dull and the ignorant, they can really impact our lives, right? And they can hold us back from moving successfully to where we are going. But you're still going there, and you need to be patient. Your way through the problem is the establishment of solid relationships. Your key point for the rest of the year is relationships, Leo. So pay attention to those. Don't worry about how things are going in other directions. They'll work themselves out. Really focus on relationships and building those dynamics between you, or 1 to 2, 3 people at most. So not tons of people, just a few very close, maybe a love relationship, a couple platonic relationships, maybe throw in a sibling relationship, and get really good with those people. That's what this reading is saying. Over and over again, it's saying those relationships are going to bring you to success, so be patient with them. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to do a dice roll for here at the end. I don't know if I'm supposed to, I forgot. But your signs that you might be watching out for are Cancers, Capricorn, so they may bring you good luck. or they may otherwise be important. And we have Moon in the 4th house, which is bringing us back to the idea of home. The Moon rules the 4th house. And so I feel like many of you are moving towards home ownership. If home ownership isn't for you, then van life or renting your first apartment or something significant that's going to take you in a good direction. Okay, so take it one step at a time. It looks very family oriented. It looks very like building communities, building tribes sort of vibe. And I hope you have a good rest of the year. Thanks, Leo. Have a nice day. Bye.